Hey guys, this is your Jumba. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something completely different from what we are used to here on this channel, which is Kenyan politics. I want us to talk about the World Cup for a minute. I am a very big football fan. My earliest memories, the Mpira, is being taken to watch Kenya Premier League football matches kule uwanja wa Buxton in Mombasa in the early 1990s by my father. I remember the days of Henry Motego playing for Tusker FC. Ilikuwa inaitwa KBL. Ilikuwa inaitwa Breweries that time. It wasn't even called Tusker. It used to be called KBL, ama Breweries FC. And then with Bandari, for example, I remember all those matches as a baby, as a child, going to watch them in Buxton Stadium. I have watched how many World Cups? 94 World Cup, I was a child. 98 World Cup, nilikuwa, I think, somewhere as nearly a teenager. I was in class 6 or 7. Class 7 actually, 98. 2002 World Cup in Korea, Japan. It was the first World Cup that was hosted on 2 different countries. So I have so many memories of World Cups, and this one is no different, even though it began on a very sour note when the US government denied one of our own from Africa, a referee who had the Somalia national team, a visa, or they denied him entry into the US. That created a very big uproar. The US ikisema sijui mtu ni terrorist na mambo kama hayo, and FIFA never said or did anything. Another bad taste that was left in our mouths as fans of football was the harassment of the Iranian national team. We saw how they were made to not stay in the US. Like, they would literally fly in, change, play their match, and fly out to Mexico, just because the US government and the Iranian government are at a war of sorts. FIFA never did anything to intervene. The number of teams expanded from, we are used to the World Cup having 32 teams. This time round it had 48 teams. It was an expanded format kind of thing. And normally we are used to having the round of 16. This time it started first of all with the round of 32. After the group stage matches ended, they eliminated 16 teams and 32 teams remained. So we started with a round of 32, and then we went to a round of 16, and then the quarter finals, and then semi-finals and finals. Well, it has been a highly politically charged World Cup, and the political disruptions really distracted from the football itself, because normally kwa World Cups we used to watch it because of the football itself. If you guys remember, it was a game between Germany and England. I think it was 2010 World Cup, before VAR, before goal line technology, before a lot of these things. And then England scored a goal. Frank Lampard scored a goal. But that goal was denied because Neuer, the goalkeeper for Germany, literally scrambled the ball from behind the net. And it was a very big controversy, but the referee had not seen it, and there was no technology, goal line technology, whereby if the ball crosses the line, the referee gets a vibration on his body. Hiyo time ilikuwa ni referee, his eyes, his ears, and his feet and his hands. Like, those were the only tools he had as a referee. So, and that is the kind of drama we lived with, whereby now the English fans will say, oh, what if that goal counted? We will have gone to the final, we will have won the World Cup, etc. You wish. We have seen controversy like the US president called the FIFA president Gianni Infantino, and they had an American president player who was red carded. They had FIFA suspend that red card off the pitch, so that this guy could play in a knockout phase match. This American footballer, it was versus Belgium. I think it was in the quarterfinals. Or quarterfinals, I'm at the round of 16, I don't know, one of them versus Belgium. Come on, guys. Like, seriously. FIFA, how low has FIFA sunk to bow down to the president of the United States, to allow them to bend their rules so far in such a way that hardly they allow a player who had been red carded during a match reinstated in the next football game against FIFA rules. These are some of the things, viewers of Mwabili Mogodi TV, that have made this 2026 World Cup extremely distasteful. It has removed from the joy of football. One of the worst experiences of this World Cup is them introducing a break in each of the halves. So the game will be stopped at around 22 minutes for something they called a hydration break. But what we came to learn very fast immediately after that World Cup began in the US is that it was an advertisement break. It was an advertisement break, and it was full of adverts by American companies. So quickly, the football family around the world came to realize that what happened was the Americanization of football. And this is the real football, not the football they play in America, where they carry the ball in their arms like this and run around with it. No, and throw it to their hands. I'm talking about real football, where people use their feet to play the ball. They introduced the first quarter, and then there is the half, and then the third quarter, and then the end of the game at 90. I mean, it distracted the players. It ruined the style of play. You could see some games immediately after the break, that team becomes completely lost in the game. And yeah, it's just, they really, FIFA really owe a big apology to people like me, who are born football fans and raised up as football fans, because the US market completely ruined what it is that we know as football. There is no excuse whatsoever to have an advertisement break in between the first half. Like these things are just too much. And many of us, including myself, are extremely happy and glad that the World Cup is over. And hopefully it never goes back to the US. Hopefully it never goes back to the US, because this market has completely ruined football. Yani, for the first time, a football match has everything is presented by, everything is brought to you by, like, for them, each and every minute is advertising space kule US. So, CG, this one has been brought to you by Mwabili Mogodi TV. This one has been brought to you by Wantamu Cashew Nuts. These are my small businesses I'm trying to plug in my own YouTube episode, just like the Americans would. So my verdict of this FIFA World Cup 2026, it's something that we don't do here normally on this channel. We talk about mostly politics. But for me, the World Cup was underwhelming. Yes, we had very good matches once in a while, but that Americanization of this sport that we love called football really ruined the experience for most of us who are football fans. This is your Jomba Mwabili Mogodi. Thank you very much for your support. Continue the conversation in the comments. Please share this content with your family and friends around the world. Like, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Asanteni.